Look at Christopher Bell. Nice start by the kid. He's able to grab the lead. 3 wide back in the pack.
Oh, Noah Gragson, the rookie, spinning. Trying to collect
outside,
it.
Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Watch your outside. 27's up there.
And it's the 7 of Brett Moffitt tangling with Gragson. Boy, Noah Gragson, the 18-year-old rookie, was right in the middle of that 3 wide, and it was a tough spot.
You know, I don't know that he might. I don't think there's much damage to any of those trucks. They all sort of just spun together after Gragson lost it. You can see, gonna have to bend some fenders out. Corner, the truck ahead of him moved up a little bit.
Right there in the middle, and that was the 21 of Sauter on his inside.
See, these trucks just kind of all come together. Probably the biggest hit was Moffitt.
And it wasn't real big, it didn't look like.
It's an early yellow at Atlanta. If everybody comes under yellow to get tires. And there's a caution, and it's the 44 of Tommy Joe Martins.
And this is too early. And this is too early right now. I'm going to answer your question, Vince. You want this thing to go about 105 at least, or 110 laps.
The free pass.
Whoa, Tommy Joe has her go around.
Kept it out of the wall, kept it down off the racetrack.
Unfortunately, no one else was collected in the process race, and that's why we're under caution. The 12 of Jordan Anderson got into the wall with a little help.
Yeah, he got tangled up with Corbin Forrester exiting turn 4. That thing hit the infield grass field and about flipped over.
Here's what happened.
What's the 2 black trucks left side of your screen? Corbin gets into the left rear quarter panel of Jordan, sends him into the grass. Corbin gets into the outside wall, but watch what damage this grass does to this truck.
Oh, wow. Look how violent that is. Parts and pieces went everywhere. I don't know if maybe Jordan got a little bit loose coming off and Forrester didn't judge it properly.
You're going to have to yellow fuel to finish. Yeah. The wreck truck, man.
Looked like Forrester lost the front end of that truck. Maybe he was chasing it, and that's how he got into Jordan.
How about the camera work our men and women do? I mean, the pictures from Daytona were simply amazing. When
The 27 of Ben Rhodes, 2nd and 3rd, and there's Austin Cindric spinning.
Yellow.
And a yellow is out.
You're stay clear right there. Clear, clear, clear. You didn't hit anything. You okay?
What a save.
Come on around here. We're going to need some tires. Didn't hit anything.
Well, remember what you said, Phil? Christopher Bell's cruising. He ain't gonna be cruising anymore. He's gonna be lined up side by side.
It's going to be a great swamp and everything. I don't get mad very often, but this is ridiculous.
Frustration.
See that left front tire down.
That's from a result of the spin.
Here's what happened. Infinger and Cindric. Just a little bit of light contact, just enough.
That just shows you how fast these guys are going and how on the edge of control they are. The air almost spun him around.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there was no contact there for sure. Looked like maybe Austin felt like he was going to get into Grant and had to turn the wheel away from him a little bit.
Watch this.
Watch it again.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Cindric was running in the 8th position.
Crazy good pictures, though, man. That just shows you the details of what it's like to drive one of these pickup trucks at 180 miles an hour.
Unfortunately, they don't have good tires to put on it when he comes to pit road. That would be a difference maker. Less than 5 to go when we return.
What's here happening at Martinsville? You can bet those gaps will be taken away later.
In front of you. Slow down, stay high.
That's the 13 of Cody Coughlin around, along with the 87 of Joe Nemechek. Now, Coughlin is one of those we were talking about. He has the bumper cam, so we ought to have a good view of what happens on this one.
I should have added that when you're back in the pack, you don't get as many breaks because you know how hard it is to pass and how desperate you are to gain track position because those leaders are coming up from behind to put you a lap down.
Take a look at it from Cody Coughlin's perspective.
Bottom of 3, bottom of 2, 58. Stay low, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
Yeah, and he just got his angle bad there, and he probably might have just clipped the curb and it went straight up the racetrack. It takes one hop, goes up the track, and it hits who's ever next to you, and that happened to be Joe Nemechek.
You got to appreciate his spirit, but you also got to be under control. And in that South Carolina truck. Oh, he's going to get spun there by Truex.
Spin it behind you. Caution there. Fired up, get rolling.
So Brandon Brown goes around. Was 22nd. One lap down. Looked like be a significant amount of damage. They'll recoup, and we'll reset, and we'll restart when we come back.
From Vegas, this is more in his wheelhouse, and he's proven that he can get it done. Oh, no.
Low. Come on. Clear. All clear. Caution's gonna.
Just as we're talking about Noah Gragson, he gets spun.
Well, it was going well up till then.
I almost feel guilty.
Yeah, we were giving him a lot of...
Like the announcer talking about what a great free throw shooter the guy is right before he steps to the line and misses two.
I almost don't want to talk about anybody else for the rest of the day after that.
You have to. That's why you're up here.
Well, the good news is all the fenders are still on it, and then he's still rolling, and he's on the lead lap, so he'll race his way back towards the front.
Yeah, that could have come out a lot worse, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Spun right in the middle of the field, and he was battling for the 5th position, and you can see he got hit by the 29 of Briscoe. Briscoe got loose on the bottom.
Yeah, he just got loose and wound up getting into the side of the 18.
Getting up to the top 10 to that 10th position, so he's going to get one of those extra points at the end of this stage if he can keep it as Chastain goes around.
Caution is out.
Yeah, and that was just Chase Elliott finally to the point of saying, all right, I've had enough, and he put the bumper to him and just turned him around.
Chastain was running 6th.
Go.
See if we can see what happens here. Chase Elliott gives a bump to Chastain and then just finishes the job. Spinning him around. I'm sure Ross doesn't understand how that could have all taken place. He didn't cut Chase off. It was just a bounce into the back and then a spin.
You think we go back green here, Michael?
I hope.
We've got 3 laps left in the stage.
You get one to go.
This is going to get interesting.
The track position, and they pulled away a little bit from the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place trucks. But prior to the green flag coming back out, Chase Elliott was really unsure as to whether or not he had enough truck and enough tire to get it done. Caution, Vince.
Well, we saw Briscoe and Growlin. We just talked about the fact they were battling for that 19th spot, and eventually Briscoe came up on the short end of it.
Yeah, they were trying to work their way around the 63 truck of Kyle Donahue. Briscoe went to the high side, and Kaz decided to go to the bottom, just clips the 63, and it turns them in to Briscoe, and around goes the 29.
Getting late at Martinsville. Bell continues to lead.
40 laps are all going to be under caution, so you're going to have to get them all in the next 50 or you won't. I mean, you just never get there.
The 51 of Harrison Burton is around, and the caution is out.
Johnny Sauter predicting that the last 30 or 40 laps would be all under caution. Let's start at 76 to go and see if we have a few as well. You can see Burton was in a battle there with Kaz Grala, a couple other trucks, and around he went.
That was a chain of events when you see this video.
Burton
it might have taken
14th at the time.
Might have taken a whole lap to develop, Kevin. All right, is that the beginning of it? Kaz Grala 3 wide again on the bottom. Lights that. They make contact off turn 2. Grala goes to block the bottom.
Oh, so Austin Hill got in there. Grala tried to save it, and he got into the 51 of Burton in the process.
Look at that 52 of...
That's a 33 they're going to be bottom of 3, bottom of 3, bottom of 3. Quarter bumper, he's loose. Outside, keep coming, spinning the bottom.
How about this view from the 29 of Chase Briscoe?
Keep coming there, everything's good. Keep rolling here. All right, in the middle, come high, outside, come on low, clear.
He bounces into Cindric. Cindric's going to try to block him on the bottom side.
Oh, Bell, hard contact.
Inside's covered.
And around goes Cindric.
Look at the yellow.
And the caution is out.
Damn it! Get everything cooled back off here.
I don't know that that truck won't be damaged. Kevin, it looked like there was a fender rub on that right side.
Yeah, there was definitely a fender rub. And when you get to the end of these races like that, I know the 19 truck is trying as hard as he can to stay on the lead lap, but man, you hate not seeing the leaders let to battle it out to the end on their own.
You can see Cindric is determined to get the bottom of the racetrack here on entry to turn 1, and Bell just didn't feel like he could give it up. Then they got loose on entry, ran into Cindric, and around goes Chase and Johnny Sauter.
Cindric was running 19th. He was the last truck on the lead lap, so he was trying to keep himself, as you guys said, from getting lapped and going a lap down.
Christopher just got in there a little bit hot, considering his angle into the corner. He was low. He got in just a little bit hard. You can see he gets a bit loose.
Stay low, get low, get low, get low, dig, get low, dig, get low. Clear, you're good, dig, cross it out.
Yeah, he definitely got a bad angle into the corner and wound up with a bad angle getting loose.
Oh, it's going to be fun going to the finish. Don't go anywhere. Elliott through 3 and coming off turn 4. Chase Elliott is going to take home a grandfather clock with a win at Martinsville.
Oh, and Briscoe gets into the 13.
Briscoe and...
Oh, man, nice job. Thank you, Eddie.
Briscoe and Cody Coughlin battling for position, and Coughlin got spun around. A lot of fun for Chase Elliott, but these two guys, I'm not sure how they're going to describe it. Fun's probably not going to be in the list of words for the 13 and Cody Coughlin.
That's how you race for, that's how these guys were racing for 11th position, and I think Coughlin wants to go explain to Briscoe he didn't like the fact that he got punted on the last turn. But I'll tell you this, Briscoe just got loose down at the bottom. That doesn't make Coughlin feel any better, but I agree, because that kid did a great job today. Rebounded from 2 laps down and was looking for a career best finish.
17 of Timothy Peters.
See Wendell Chavis with problems with the 49 truck.
So Chavis, who had contact with the wall in practice,
Never really completed a lap of practice. They got that truck repaired and got him out to qualify, but you can see obviously the right front tire is down on that truck and got into the wall, it looks like.
You can see down in turns 3 and 4, is that Chavis there? He's just going to slide up the banking. And you know, Phil, when you don't get any practice, there could have been a tire rub. Something definitely broke in the right front of that truck, just caused him to go directly into the outside wall, and that'll end his night.
Yeah, and remember, he didn't even get a qualifying lap in today either, so these were his first real laps on track this weekend for the 49 of Wendell Chavis.
Look at
Rhodes. And Rhodes again jumps to the outside of Truex.
Still too wide at the front.
Spin.
Oh, great job.
Grant Enfinger, the 9.8 is around, and Cody Coughlin, that 13, did an amazing job to keep from running into Grant Enfinger.
He did just that. That's exactly what you want to see. A guy just evaluating his best options. He knew hard on the brakes would keep him from wrecking. That's just good heads-up driving.
Enfinger was in that 14th spot at the time.
At least a couple flat tires for Enfinger. Just to really take his time getting that around there. You don't want those tires to blow out.
Let's go back to the restart here. Watch these two Brad Keselowski trucks, the 19 and the 29. Keep an eye on them. Well, time to go.
There was nowhere for Cindric to go, though. He was right on the bumper. Kaz Grolly decides to take the middle. Grolly not with a very good start. Does the 29 sneak up into the side of the 98? Yes.
He did. Got a little bit loose there. Caught that left rear quarter of the 98.
Had no place to go.
Look at the job Cody Coughlin does getting that truck woed up.
And I'm telling you, he couldn't see through that smoke very well, so he just made a great decision there and avoided the wreck.
Great job by Coughlin, and a good save, all things considered, by Grant Enfinger.
And a great save by Chase Briscoe after that contact with Enfinger.
I'm not sure Enfinger even touched the wall. I think he got away with that with no wall contact at all. How about this view from Coughlin's windshield?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Doing it. Go down there.
Watch that little bit of a wall. You see him get loose.
Okay, just hang on here. Hang on. Hang on. Back her down. Stay right there. There you go. Good job, bud. Did we get into the wall?
And how about Terry Cook, how calm he was while that was going on? So you know that's got to be reassuring to Cody Coughlin having that.
Yes. Kyle Busch.
See sparks again. The 51 truck has been sparking from the initial start of the race.
Caution is out again.
Looks like Wendell Chavis has had another issue with a 49 truck.
More significant this time.
Yeah, I think I said the last time would do him in, but this time he's for sure finished.
I think you're safe now. Yeah.
Here comes some pit stops, I think, Phil.
Oh, absolutely. Now is the time to do it.
Now, especially, you know, if you're in the back and you know you can't get up there and win stage one, you're now making a play to win the race. Take your lumps and stay at the end of stage one by pitting now, stay out, and go try to win the second stage and ultimately the race. I like that strategy right now.
We heard Kaz Gralla, crew chief Jerry Baxter talk about it. How about maybe Chad Kendrick and Timothy Peters? They're back in 15th after that early issue they had. Maybe they do the same thing.
And I've been watching Peters. He's been sneaking up through the field, so I think the adjustments Kendrick made on that 17 truck have given Timothy something he can race them with. Now it's time to roll the dice and take a chance.
Let's take a look at the situation with Chavis again. Same spot on the track.
Looks exactly the same as it did that first time. Whatever was rubbing continued to rub, it looked like.
Friesen has already gone to the garage, and he will be joined by the 49 of Chavis as they put him on the truck.
Pit road is still closed because the 49 truck is sitting right at the entrance to pit road. So Ben Rhodes trying to take the lead from Kyle Busch.
Inside.
Oh, that's Travis Miller.
Spin it down, stay in the gas.
And the yellow was out.
Down there. Good job.
Wow, that was some great racing. Ben Rhodes.
Get it back rolling.
Power move up on Kyle Busch. These are the kind of nights that put a kid like Ben Rhodes on the map, isn't it?
Sure does.
Maybe caught Kyle by surprise there. It looked like Kyle wanted to move up and block him. It was like, whoop, too late.
NASCAR's going to have to go back. They were side by side when the caution came out. They'll have to go back and determine who was ahead when the caution was displayed.
I love that shot there. You see how high that nose is up in the air? Well, all the trucks are that high up in the air. And when they throw the gas down, the aerodynamics take over. Those things are sealed to the road.
That's
so Travis got a little bit loose there right in front of Kaz Gralla in the 33. Just about saved it, but kept it out of the outside wall.
And what a great job by Gralla. We've seen the driving of Cody Coughlin not getting in a crash, and Gralla there with an awesome job of missing the spinning 99 truck.
And good job by Travis Miller keeping it off the concrete, making just his 5th career start here in the Truck Series. So you watch it from the onboard of Cody Coughlin.
Whoa.
Wow. That was some questionable.
Cody was on top of it, but
Adjustment for the 51. He's down and away.
And the caution is out. The 66 of Ross Chastain. So how does that impact the 4 of Christopher Bell and the 66 of Ross Chastain into the wall?
You see the little bit of puff of smoke there. That right front tire went down. Ross was running up high. That minimized the damage, and you can see the fact that he was up high, but still quite a bit of damage to that 66 truck, even though he didn't have that far to go.
There's Kaz Gralla racing side by side with his 18-year-old buddy, Justin Haley.
Oh, Matt Crafton. Was running 5th at the time.
Doesn't look like he hit anything.
No.
I'm
and
sure
sometimes when you get in that grass, it will really tear up the truck, but it doesn't look to be significant damage there at all.
And that's the last new set of tires he had when he put on during this most recent caution flag, but I'm not sure he would have flat spotted him because he spent so little time sideways on the racetrack. He got in the grass pretty quick.
And I think it couldn't be good for him, though, that slide that he did. Maybe not flat spotted, but certainly see what happens to Crafton. Oh, just loose right there.
Loose.
That tells you how hard these guys are trying. I was going to say the intensity level is ratcheting up. Matt Crafton bobble in the center, and then the thing just kept on wobbling until it finally hopped out from underneath of him.
What a great job by Chase Briscoe to miss him. Watch Chase Briscoe, that 29.
2 back, 1 lane up. Spin top, spin top.
Wow.
Yellow is out, yellow's out.
That's just awesome driving by Chase Briscoe. The same thing we saw from Cody Coughlin earlier. Guys just making those decisions at 150, 60 miles an hour and making the right decision.
It's going to be a break for Christopher Bell. He had moved his way up into the 10th spot.
Brandon Brown in that 86 machine as qualifying continues here at Charlotte. While at commercial break, this happened to Brown.
Well, like you talked about, you got to be committed. He knew he had to run a good lap. Just barely makes contact with the outside wall, but just going to swing around and catch the left rear corner. But you see the right front tire blow out there.
Yeah, that's the main problem. And Phil, we talked about the bumps and we talked about the heat and how aggressive you have to be coming to the green. You got to get that thing wound up. And Brandon went down into turn 3, and it looked like the truck was a little bit free.
With turns 3 and 4 giving him fits here during qualifying as Stuart Friesen just got sideways during his qualifying run.
Wall. Watch this.
He got a little piece of it there right in the center of the corner. Right when you have to go the other direction, you see it just make slight contact.
And you know what he was doing, Phil? He's still in the gas. He said, I'm getting back to that start-finish line, and wow, this is an amazing job of driving. Just taps the wall. We'll have to fix that up, but he was able to keep the thing heading in the right direction and still in the throttle.
I think it was an eye-opener for Regan Smith, who's down there on the apron of the racetrack.
Our split screen coverage during commercial break that the 0-2 of Austin Hill spun, brought out the caution. Here's what happened.
He was running inside the top 15, Vince, down on the bottom of the racetrack. It looks like he just tried to push it a little hard on entry on the inside of Kaz Grala, and around it goes. Nice job of gassing it up and keeping it out of that outside wall.
Yeah, Kaz wasn't that close to him. Kaz didn't suck him around, but a little bit too loose there early on for Austin.
And you can see, look at John Hunter Nemechek driving right into that smoke fill. He can't see a thing. He just has to trust his spotter and bottom in that 21 truck around the 44. Oh, we got a spinner.
Caution is out, and it's the 19 of Austin Cindric bringing out the yellow with 8 laps remaining.
Put the tires on it. We didn't hit anything.
8 laps left in this first stage.
If we flat spotter them or got a flat, if not around.
Cindric was running 9th at the time. So Matt Mills was the first one a lap down.
We saw Mills nearly into the outside wall.
Doug Randolph called Austin Cindric straight to pit road here. Let's don't take a chance of tearing that truck up anymore with flat tires. You can see a little bit of damage to that right rear corner now.
They were going to go a lap down anyway, Phil, because he couldn't run any speed getting back. And so right to pit road, you can see that right rear tire is already torn to pieces. He would have done a lot of damage to that 19 truck had he have elected to stay on the track.
Team doing a little repair to that right rear you saw as well. There's the spin. Let's ride on board with Cindric and see what he was experiencing.
Don't give that up. One back in line. Bottom in. Quick. Hold on to it here.
He had been battling with Ross Chastain. It didn't look like there was any contact, but the thing snapped around pretty quick, didn't it?
It makes you wonder if maybe that right rear tire we saw was tore all to pieces. Maybe he had a leak in that right rear. It just got loose so quickly. It'd be hard to believe that it would have stepped out like that. You could see a little tire debris there as he slid. That could have happened after the spin, obviously, but it might have also precipitated it. See if we can look and see how Grala wound up into the outside wall.
Here he is battling for 10th.
Yeah, the 99 of Brandon Jones was on the inside. He got loose, took himself and Kaz Grala into the outside safer barrier.
That's a tough break for the rookie Grala, trying to gain experience and knowledge, but hopefully there's not enough damage to that 33 truck that they can't continue to learn and work. And you can see sometimes you got to get with it.
Don't see anything on. Ooh.
Kaz Grala in that 33 for the second time tonight.
Well, the first time was none of his own making. He just got crashed down in turn 1 and 2. It looks like maybe got loose again and into the outside wall. Certainly the truck was damaged enough to where it wasn't handling properly, and you can see it's really not going to handle well now. I don't know if they can even make minimum speed with the damage to the rear of that truck.
Here's what happened.
See, Kaz was by himself, just got a little bit loose, as you mentioned, Michael. and just ran out of room, made some pretty significant contact with that right rear corner. Guys, remember last year when they had the fight? Oh, trouble.
Oh, trouble, and it is.
Is it Regan Smith?
It is the 92 of Regan Smith.
Looked like he was racing maybe with a 22 of Austin Wayne Self.
Smith bringing it to pit road there on the access.
That was round about the 15th position, Phil.
Yeah, Regan's been so solid in that truck. There's the damage on the 22 of Austin Wayne Self.
And Regan Smith took it right to the garage. Watch it.
Just a little bit of a bobble, it looked like, from Austin Wayne Self. He didn't move down that much, but unfortunately the 92 was right there.
See if we can look from Justin Haley. Watch. I just think so.
Come on. You're all clear. We're right behind you. Caution.
Maybe Self just trying to stay off that outside wall, Phil. Maybe veered over to the left just a bit.
Oh, spin 44, Matt Mills, and the caution is out.
Ooh, right in the middle of the racetrack. What an amazing job those guys did to avoid him. Again, we have the good fortune of seeing it from this end. They're looking at smoke when they come around that corner.
You can't see through that smoke either. You just have to rely on your spotter and don't panic. You've got to just be patient and guide your way through. Mills was running in the 22nd spot. Top 20 run last week in Kansas. He was doing a good job again tonight. It got away from him, giving these guys up front one more shot at the victory.
Kyle Busch's 2.5 second lead gone. Absolutely bam, just like that, it's evaporated. Gives Bell and Crafton and Sauter, some of the others, another opportunity to grab this win. As you look at Mills, and
Chase Briscoe goes around the outside.
close call right there.
Yeah, Austin Cindric also goes around the outside. The rest of these trucks going down on the inside.
Right on board with Cindric.
Right,
here.
go. Back down. Caution is out. Good job, man.
When you hear that tone, you don't need to hear words. You know something big's happening ahead. And when you're down